Okay. What am I playing? Hello everyone, my name is Ozzy Hornet. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Before we start, I just want to say I am sorry I took the week off because I got stressed in the last two videos because my PC was having problems. Hopefully my PC works this time. Hopefully it works. But anyways, we're going to continue with the third game. We're up to episode 3, Recipe for Turnabout. And yeah, let's begin. That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Whoa, wait, what? This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. It wasn't me. I swear it wasn't me. What's going on? The evidence and testimony we have seen and heard are conclusive. The victim was alone at his table when he drank from that poisoned cup of coffee. No, you're wrong. I know what I saw. I saw... What's going on? I saw someone else there. A man. He's the real killer. Wait, whoa, what the fuck? Whoa, what's going on? What? Huh? Why won't anyone believe me? Oh, what is this guy doing? Well, I'd say that pretty much wraps this case up, wouldn't you? Mr. Wright? What? Score phones to the defendant. What's going on? This court is adjourned. What? Huh? What? We're starting off like that? We just started! The start of the new year always makes me feel like I can take on the whole world. I bet it does, Maya. So I decided our resolution should be Safari! Take on the world. What do you think? Sure, whatever, Maya. But I think maybe you've had more than enough mistletoe cake. Never, you've got to eat a lot of cake during New Year's. It's practically a tradition. Like watching the fireworks on TV or playing a board game. Hey, pal! Detective Gumshoe. Happy New Year, Detective. Likewise. Now listen up, Wright! I wanna... Here's to another fruitful year of lawyer-police cooperation. Yeah, me too. Alright, pal, you've got some explaining to... Have you got a holiday present for me, Detective? What? Well, here, have this. It's really nothing much, but... Yay, thanks. Look, pal, we need to have a talk. Take a seat. Hey, what about Pearly? You haven't forgotten her present, have you? No, no. Are you doing this on purpose? Guess I'm busted. How did you like my first practical joke of the year? Very funny, pal. Now let's see how funny you think it is when I show you this. What is it? A magazine? Hey, I want to see. Deadly poisoning brings guilty verdict. Defense attorney Wright trounced. Trounced? Let me see that. The defense attorney gave an almost childishly amateur performance yesterday. What the heck is this? There's a report, pal, about you! Listen to this. Mr. Wright must take full responsibility for the ruling in this case. Well, and don't tell me you don't remember anything about it. But I don't remember anything about it. What the fuck is going on? What was that issue from anyway? Well, December of last year, which I guess makes it last month. Which makes it old news, you mean? I wasn't involved in the poisoning case in December. So what do you think this is all about, Nick? If it wasn't you, pal, then that leaves only one possibility. No way. You don't mean... A phony Nick? This must be Gumshoe's idea of a joke. Guess he's starting off the year with one, too. Oh. So, what are you gonna do about it, pal? What do you mean, what am I gonna do about it? Well, it's your fault that the judge found the defendant guilty in this case. My fault? How do you figure that? Because the Phoenix Wright is super famous now. Well, maybe only sort of. Yeah, see what happens when you hotshots start getting too full of yourselves? But I didn't do anything wrong. At least, not that I can remember. Better make this right, pal. Now! He's taking the case back to court. Got it? Sounds like we got our first case of the new year. Let's tackle it with gusto. I don't know. The judge already issued a guilty verdict once in this case. It's not going to be easy to get it overturned. I guess that New Year's resolution is going to have to wait until next year. So you're taking the case, right? Good. I'm going to head over to the courthouse then. After that, I'll go back to the precinct. Drop by if you need something, okay, pal? So someone stole Phoenix's identity? What? I guess people decided to know the name Phoenix Wright. The client entrusted a case to me based on my reputation. I guess I am kind of responsible. But why would someone want to impersonate me? What sort of a guy would do that? So, what's our first move? I guess we go down to the detention center and talk. Wait a sec, Nick. This person's behind bars because of you. Whoever it is isn't going to be jumping at the chance to meet you, right? Hey, let's get one thing straight. It wasn't me. It was a fake me that did this. I wonder if he looks exactly like you. Your phony Ginny up. I mean, I hope not. Ugh. What kind of name for an evil double is Ginna anyway? Ah, Nick, I've got it. If you're going to ask whether I've got a twin brother, the answer is no. Spoil sport. Did you notice Gumshoe was acting weirder than usual, or was it just me? What do you mean? I mean, he was really worked up. Like a guy who just found out he's going to be a dad or something. Yeah, I guess he was acting kind of strange. Maybe he realized he's got strong feelings for you, Nick. Considering how we interact, I seriously doubt that, Maya. Well, if he wasn't nervous because of you, and maybe it's because of our new guilty client. Let's see who it is. This is so nerve-wracking, waiting to meet our new client. I wonder just what kind of person you tricked and got found guilty. Keep it down, Maya. That kind of talk could ruin me. Ah! Oh, it's Maggie. How could you, Mr. Wright? How could you do this to me? They put me in solitary. I haven't been able to stop crying. Aren't you? Yes, I am. I am totally and utterly let down. Are you... Don't pretend you don't know me. It's me, Maggie. Remember? Maggie Bird. Maggie Bird? Ah! Maggie Bird. She's the policewoman I defended at one time. She was accused of murdering her lover. He was a cop, too. What are you doing in here? Didn't I get you a quick... Oh, sure. Very funny. And then a fifth-rate defense job, you come in here and start making jokes? You better hurry up and tell her what happened, Nick. Oh, I see. So that's where we stand right now. I'm sorry you've been caught up in another murder. My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. I vaguely remember her saying the exact same thing last time. But I don't mind. What's one more disaster in my life? At least now the real Mr. Wright is here with me. I won't let the world keep me down, sir. Alright, let's talk what happened. Now, how come you dressed like that, Maggie? Last year you looked so sharp in that police uniform. I was fired after that incident last year. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay, I don't mind one bit. I enjoyed being on the force, but I think it was time for me to move on. So, what do you do now? In the second act of the life of Maggie Bird, I'm playing the role of a waitress. A waitress? Yes, in a French restaurant. It's a small place, but it's quite fashionable. My charming smile and shapely figure came through for me. And the owner, Mr. Armstrong, hired me straight away, sir. And then you got into this mess straight away, right? Yeah, you could put it that way. She said she was gonna be a waitress in the last game. I remember that. This whole mess started on the 3rd of last month. And it happened at Tribulations. Tribulations? Yes, it's a restaurant where good service and a friendly smile are always included. Oh. There were 2 men at the table, both drinking coffee. And then... one of the men slipped some poison into the victim's cup. The victim took just 1 sip and was gasping for air. I was so shocked I passed out. Hey, hold on there, Maggie. What? You keep calling the guy the victim. Didn't you know the guy who was killed? Not at all. I'd never seen the guy before. Oh. So she wouldn't have had a motive to kill him then, I guess. And the other man, the killer? You saw him, right? Yes, a good waitress must be attentive to the clientele. So you saw the killer, but you were found guilty of the crime anyway? How come? You tell me, Mr. Wright. Guess the answer to my question is my phony. Anyway, she saw the killer. Better see if I can get a description of the guy. So, if you saw the murderer, why were you still convicted? Because no one else saw. Saw what? The other man, the one who put the poison in the victim's coffee. Everyone testified that way. Mr. Armstrong, the customer, everyone. The victim was sitting alone at his table the whole time. But how's that possible? I don't know, but nobody, not one person, would have believed me, sir. Even Phoenix Wright, my one last hope for a fair trial, failed me. What a pathetic defense. My granny could have done a better job. Look, that wasn't me, okay? And then I found something a bit incriminating in my apron pocket. What? A small bottle of poison. What? The poison? It was in your pocket? Well, I passed out when the victim collapsed. The killer must have slipped the poison into my pocket when I was unconscious. Well then. No one else saw this other guy. No, sir. That's what everyone else said, but I don't see how they could have missed him. The one who took the coffee to the 2 men. Oh. And what was your impression of them? Well, when I first saw them, I kind of thought they might have been in the music industry. In music? How come? Well, one of them had some sort of earpiece and an emo musician's look about him. And there was a sample CD on the table, sir. An earpiece and a sample CD? Huh? Did you get a look at the CD at all? It had a band's name written on it. I think it was MC something. They must have been preparing for their debut, I guess. So it was a band CD? Maybe a promo disc? Maybe it was MC Screwdriver. Get serious, Maya. Did you buy the CD of a group named that? What was the name of that group again? MC Hacksaw? No, MC... And what about the killer? What did he look like? Well, I don't really remember. Only that he was a young man, well built like the victim, really. Oh yeah, I need to ask you about this. Hey, this article's about my case. Can you tell me anything about the guy who was pretending to be me? Yes, sir. It was the morning after I'd been arrested. I met you in the visitor's room here. You were wearing one of your super sharp suits. Me? Yes, you, Mr. Wright. Hey, Maggie. Was my evil double AM here too? No, I don't remember a phony you, Maya. Oh, would have been so cool. Maya, come on, get serious. Then you got really worked up and passionate. Gonna get you cleared of this crime, you said. Okay, I get the picture, but you've met in person before. How come you didn't realize that guy wasn't a real me? I guess looking back now, it was a little strange. Only a little. Well, okay, so you were a bit taller than normal, and you looked a bit shady. And your voice was a bit weird. Oh, and you had this kind of funny accent. So the guy was nothing like me then. But he had your spiky hair and blue suit. Is that all it takes for someone to imitate me? How about everyone else in the courtroom, like the judge and the observers? Didn't they realize he was an imposter? Everyone had these big question marks on their faces. But it seemed that no one wanted to say anything, sir. This case just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Mr. Wright, do you think it's possible to get a retrial? Probably. The court ruled in the absence of a genuine defense attorney, so we should be able to get a retrial. Mr. Wright? Do you think we'll win next time? Sir? My life has been a full course meal of bad luck, complete with defeat for dessert. Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. I even landed a phony lawyer when I had the misfortune of being accused of murder. But I will survive because Maggie Bird always lives to fight another day. And one day I'll find it. Just you wait and see, sir. I'll find out one single moment of good luck. Ginny up is really gonna pay for this. But what are you staring at me like that for? But Maya's right. Whoever it is that thought it was a good idea to use my name to get an innocent girl convicted of murder had better watch out. We'll find him, don't you worry. We'll get Ginny up for you. Thank you. Oh, I'll tell you where Tribulations is then. Right. The restaurant where the murder took place. Go, please tell Mr. Armstrong I said hi. Sure. Alright, Nick. Let's go check out this restaurant and its food. Wow, look at this place. Look. More like smell. What is with the suffocating scent of flowers in here? Then again, girls like that kind of thing, right? Actually, I'm not all that into it. No one's coming to see us. Maybe there's no one here. Don't be silly, Maya. This is a restaurant, and it's open for business. Hello? Anyone here? I don't believe it. There really isn't anyone here. Perfect. Let's get intrusive. If there's no one here, we can take anything we want. Yeah, I suppose we can. There's something stuffed in behind the rack. Looks like it's sports paper to me. Hey, and look at this. Someone scribbled a little doodle on front of the pages. MC Bomber. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. $100,000. Maybe? I wonder what MC Bomber is supposed to be. This paper, it's from December 3rd. This paper's from the day of the poisoning. What? Paper from the day of the murder. There's just gotta be a clue. Let me see if I can find out some more about this paper. Oh, a sports paper. Let's see. Did Justin Braun manage to defend his heavyweight title? Sorry, Maggie, that paper is actually a month old. It's from the day of the murder. And Goodson knocked out yesterday, I'm afraid. Oh, no. I found this paper in the magazine rack at Tribulations. Really? That's strange. Tribulations doesn't get newspapers. Mr. Armstrong says he's not really fond of them. And maybe one of the customers left it behind? Anyway, what I want to take a look at is this scribble here. Aha! That's it, sir! MC Bomber. That was the name that was written on the CD. Just as I thought. I guess it wasn't MC Screwdriver after all, huh? That's $100,000 must be a down payment for a record deal, right? If someone gave me $100,000, I'd sing for sure. The Master Karain, or the Spirit Song, or even Maya's theme. Okay, Maya. So the sample CD was on the victim's table. That means this newspaper may have belonged to the victim. You're right. So the victim left this behind on the day of the murder, huh? I think we better step up the investigation, don't you, Nick? Oh la la, bonjour. Welcome to La Tribulations. Oh, hello? What happened to Maya? She's frozen stiff. Oh. Hello. Bienvenue. Welcome to my petite restaurant. Huh? B Avenue? Oh, non, my petite tulip. Huh? Me? Look at his face, like the kitten rejected by its own mother. You are fatigued, non? Alors, you need this. An erotic bath oil melange of La Nerole La Rose, my personal recommendation. You think I need what? Oui, just add a couple of drops of the mixture to la bath water and voila. It will soothe your body and your mind. It's simply fantastique. Really? And for la monsieur. Who? Me? Look at that face. Like la puppy rejected by life itself. You are fatigued, non? For you, monsieur, I recommend this. Oil of bergamot. And maybe a hint of oui. I'll add la peppermint and la clary sage for a fragrance exceptionnel. Such an invigorating recipe will bring out your delicious beauty, monsieur. Thanks for the oil. My beauty? Hello, if you'll be seated, I will bring you la special menu of the day. Actually, we're not here to eat, we're lawyers. Mal bien sûr, I know this already, monsieur. You're La Phoenix Wright, non? Yes, you know me? My, oui, I never forget the man who flirts with thee, especially in court. I guess he was cross-examined by a mysterious genie up. Looks like everyone to do with this case knows who I am already. I wonder what sort of impression Zinni Up's been leaving on people, don't you? Allow me to introduce to you again. I am Jean Armstrong, Manchante. So what does très bien mean? I know très, that means free, right? Non, très bien is français. In English, you would say very good. Oh, very good. Oui, exactement. La atmosphere is très bien, and la cuisine is très bien. The fruits are good, why aren't there any customers in here? My cuisine is not for all. Some people, they do not appreciate la haute cuisine. I thought everyone liked hot cuisine. Since I have lost Maggie, I do not have enough aunts. So you're running this place on your own now? Oui, for la moment. No one has answered my advertisement. Oh, pour moi. Please don't eyeball me while you say that. I am la chef. I am la manager. I am also a trained aromatherapist. A roaming what? Practitioner de aromatherapy. Le art of soothing la soul with the delicate floral aromas. Delicate? The smell coming from that bottle earlier was anything but. So, could you tell me what you know about the incident? Yeah, and it makes me sad to remember it, yet I remember it so well. More than a month has passed since it happened. Yeah, I guess it's been about a month since Maggie's sentencing. So, it was the 3rd of last month, just after 1 in the afternoon. A man who was in here for a coffee suddenly became ill. Because of the poison in his coffee, right? That is la truth as I know it. It was Maggie who took his drink to him. I was in la kitchen. I heard the sound of someone collapsing. When I came out to see what it was, he was already slumped in his chair. He was dead? Mon Dieu, oui, he was dead. Maggie had passed out also. And this man who died, was he alone? Oui, monsieur. All alone. I know that Maggie says there's someone else, but... I see. La police, they asked me many times. Are you sure there was no one else at the table, they asked. But I am not the only one. La old man said the same thing. Old man? What old man? So who is this old man that you mentioned? At the time of la murder, there was another customer in there. What? Someone else saw him? Aye, oui, as usual, it came as alone that day. At the time of la murder, he was there, he saw it too. But he said the same thing, that there was no one else at la victim's table. But Maggie swears there were 2 people. My, mademoiselle, la lawyer could not prove this, non? About the lawyer. That was me, I suppose. My bien sûr. Wow, he's the first person who said it wasn't me. Don't kid yourself, Nick. Now who's the one making stuff up? Maggie was a policewoman once, n'est-ce pas? Yes, but she had to quit for, reasons beyond her control. Oui, she was la suspect in la murder investigation, non? Oh, you know about that? That is why I gave to her la perfume for la happiness. Happiness perfume? Oui, blended from bergamot, like I have given to you before. But she's been arrested again, and found guilty this time. This is true, a natural aroma of unhappiness must have been very strong. Just admit it, your perfume doesn't work. I'm not surprised she was the prime suspect, after something like that took place before my very eyes. Something like what? What's this guy talking about? Does this mean Maggie did have a motive? I'm gonna ask this guy for more info. Stat! When Maggie took the coffee over to the victim, did anything happen? Oui, I suppose you could say so. So what happened? None, it was nothing. Look, Maggie says she didn't even know the guy, but she's still been indicted for murder. The prosecution must have come up with some kind of motive. Oui, it is true. If there was anything at all between Maggie and the victim, it could be relevant. So please, tell us anything you know. Oh boy. Cyclops? No way, what are we going to do, Nick? I just have to remove... What the? What's wrong? The Magatama! It's gone! Huh? I had it in my pocket, but it vanished into thin air. What? But I could see the Cyclops? Maybe that means the Magatama's nearby. Mr. Armstrong, can I just confirm something with you again? The table where the victim was sitting, was anyone else sitting there? That is a question you'll have to ask him yourself. Huh? Him? The old man spends all of his time dans la park. The park? Oh, park! What's park's that? Behind la restaurant. It is called Vitamin Square. Thank you. Cheerful and prier, my dear. Let's go. Check out this Vitamin Square right now, Nick. So this is Vitamin Square. Yeah, I see where they get the name from now. The fruits scream vitamins at you. Hey, Nick. That's the guy, right? Isn't that the old man Mr. Armstrong was talking about? That grouchy-looking grandpa? He's throwing seeds out for the pigeons. He's not throwing seeds for them, he's throwing seeds at them. My grumpiness threat level has just been raised to red. Oh, and his nose moves. Oh. Ooh, there's a magazine here. It's a magazine full of job listings. You're disgusting, Rogue! Picking up something someone else threw away? Threw away? Did you throw this away? Are you looking for a job? That's none of your business! Sorry, I guess I'll just take the magazine with me then. I don't want anyone else having it. Give it back! Too bad. Now that you want it so bad, I don't want to give it up. Hey, that's mine! Alright, let's talk to this guy. Excuse me. Would you mind if I had a word with you? Yes! I just want to ask you a couple of questions. What's the matter with you? Can't you say I'm busy? So that's like my seeds, eh, pigeons? He's really chucking those seeds at them. That's gonna hurt. Go on! Eat this! Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you about Maggie Bird? I don't know any Maggie Bird. Yes, you do. Maggie, the waitress at Tribulations. It's a disgrace, I tell you, another disgrace. A disgrace? An innocent young girl revealing herself like that. Revealing? You mean her uniform? The youth of today, they don't have any shame. No shame, I tell you. Not one ounce. Whatever happened to the old Bushido values of Japan, like honor and modesty? What about me? I'm not wearing anything revealing. You? Your problem is you lack any sense of grace. Think about hitting a girl where it hurts. Jeez. Do you go to Tribulations a lot? That miserable excuse for a restaurant? That garbage they serve in there is not food. Where's the sushi, the tempura, the rice? Tribulations is a French restaurant, sir. Where do you think we are, boy? In Paris? I want real food, not those snooty snacks. And what about those shameless girls? You mean the waitresses? You can see all the way up to the... Oh my god. Dude. No. Yes, the waitresses. They're practically naked. It's a disgrace, isn't it? Well, isn't it? Listen, it's not my restaurant. Cat! It's a miserable excuse for a restaurant, that place. Miserable! It's only nice, the place. He must be a regular. But if he hates it so much, why does he keep going? Are you a regular at that restaurant, sir? It's just, if you dislike it so much, why would you keep going there? Sir? There you are, you filthy pigeons! You want food? Haha! Take that! He must be hiding something, right? If he is, I should be able to see a cyclope or two. Oh, wait. I don't exactly have the Magatama right now, huh? Remember, Nick, that Magatama is only on loan. Better find it or else. If I'll ever get wind of this, I'm going to be in a world of pain. Mademoiselle. Yes? Are you looking for a job? What? No, I was just... Let me see, your style is a bit different, but you have a good face. Different? You have passed, I will hire you. Bien, come with me. I'll teach you everything I know. Nick? Help! I don't know whether to laugh or feel bad for Maya. Maybe I should do both? Phoenix, go and help her. Well, pal, have you found the evidence yet? That one that's gonna find her innocent? No, not yet. We've only just started our investigation. Well, whatever you need to know, I'll give you the dirt on it. I'm putting off all my other cases for now, pal. She's really fired up about this. Oh yeah, one more thing. The retrial's been approved. Court sitting at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And Godo's gonna be the prosecutor. Oh, him. Well, listen up, pal. If Maggie's found guilty again, yes? I'll make sure you get locked up good for it. Got it? Got it. So the guilty party was Maggie Bird, huh? Back when she was on the police force? You were her mentor when she was a rookie, right? I kept a close eye on her. I mean, not too close, you know. Hey, what's with the funny looks, pal? I was just her. It wasn't anything like... Look, sure, I was her boss when she was doing her training. But that was it. Nothing happened. And she sure is sweating up a storm over nothing. Ah, so that's it. Our big old gumshoe has a little crush on Maggie. I don't like her or anything. I was, Note to self, gossip with Maya about this later. Look, pal, don't tell anyone, okay? You're gonna keep it a secret, got it? Sure. Would you mind not guessing what I'm thinking all the time? Victoria first, pal, not me. You'd have better be blind not to see what's on your mind. So, I was wondering, could you fill me in on the victim? Glenn O. He was a computer programmer. I see, a programmer. First was a regular Joe working for a small-time computer firm. Maggie never had any contact with the guy before that day. And all she did was take him his coffee on the day of the murder, pal. Yeah, Maggie also claimed to have never seen the guy before. Did the victim get to the restaurant often? Not according to a chef, said it was the first time he'd seen the guy. A programmer and a first-time customer at that. What possible reason could Maggie have had to kill a guy like that? That's what I thought. Our motive was still somehow established in her trial. You're kidding! What was their supposed motive? Sorry, pal, I'm real busy. I haven't even got enough time to sift through these papers. Look into it yourself, okay? What could this motive have been? This isn't really a proper investigation. I'm kind of working on it by myself. Oh, that's right. George already rolled on the case and all the evidence is in already. The only problem is with Maggie's testimony. Yeah, doesn't sound very good for us, huh? Look, pal, I got a mountain of papers on this case to look over before tomorrow. I'm just gonna say this. Maggie Bird's no liar. Okay, she's a bit out there and a bit off base sometimes. But she was a good cop. That's not exactly complimentary, you know. So what do you think really happened? And just how contradictory is her testimony? The biggest problem with Maggie's testimony is the number of people at the table. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Maggie still insists there was another guy sitting with the victim. Right, but get this. Everyone else in the place says the guy was all alone, even the sheriff. And then there's that CD. CD? Oh yeah, she did mention something about a CD. And there was a sample CD on the table, sir. When our guys turned that place upside down, there was no CD. What? Not on the table, not anywhere in the whole restaurant, pal. But didn't Maggie say the victim was wearing an earpiece too? Yeah, but that was for the portable radio in front of the pocket of his hoodie. A radio? He didn't have a CD player? You got it. Your phony never explained that contradiction at all. Come to think of it, Anna Trevian didn't mention that CD either. I don't know why, but I get the feeling Mr. Armstrong's got something to hide. Chef Trevian, huh? You know what that chef said to me? Oh la la, your body is full of toxins. And then he gave me this bottle. What's in it? I don't know, the label says juniper. I'm under orders to put a few drops of it in my bath every day. Under orders? Yeah, you know, there's something about that lady, guy. Huh? I can't stop thinking about him. Not like that, pal. Give me a break. He's not my type. I can't stop thinking that he's involved with this case somehow. It's like he knows a little something more about our charming chef. So what exactly is it that caught your attention about the chef at Trebian? It's, kind of hard to say. The guy's probably not even connected with the case anyway. Hey, come on, detective. Didn't you say you'd give me the dirt on anything? Well, this sort of stuff is kind of unimportant, gossipy stuff, you know, pal? Look, how about this? You go to Trebian and investigate the place yourself. And if you find out anything suspicious about the guy, you report back to me, okay? Don't suppose I get a choice in this, huh? I better find out more about the chef in Trebian than report back to Gumshoe. What's that? A sports paper? Yeah, I found it in the magazine rack at Trebian. It's dated the same day as the murder. You may be onto something here. Take a look at this. See this writing here? MC Bomber. Hey! What is it? I've heard that name somewhere before. Yeah, MC Bomber! Wow, he actually seems to be thinking for once. It's no good, I can't remember. And he goes back to being the Gumshoe we all know and love. Hey, pal, I'm gonna borrow this paper for a bit, okay? I wanna get a handwriting analysis done on this scribble. Handwriting? Huh? It'd be good to know more about that in any case. Thanks, pal. I bet this will turn out to be an interesting clue. Scent of flower sure is strong. It's almost making me dizzy. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Who was that just now? Customer? Had sort of a dark aura about her. Ah, welcome, bienvenue. Wow, what a cute voice. Oh, it's just you, Nick. With Maya. Well, how do I look? Maybe you should quit being a spirit medium. Maybe, but it's kind of boring being a waitress. I mean, you're my first ever customer. And who was that woman I just saw? Oh. Since you're here, you might as well have something to eat. I'm kind of hungry, actually. So how do you like your new job, Maya? I knew there was so much for a waitress to do. Take people's orders, bring them their food, make coffee, work the cash register. Of course, we need a customer before I can do any of that. Yeah, it's a nice looking restaurant. It's a shame more people don't come. Don't forget about the ultra cute waitresses. Check out my gimme a tip smile. Hey Nick, why don't you order something? He's just preparing a tasty lunch set at the moment, so he says. How much is it? It's a twin tea set, so it's $20, of course. The twin tea set, I believe? I'll be taking a pass on that. It's kind of expensive. What? But you can't. Come on, Nick. It's not every day I get to be a waitress. I want to try carrying plates and working the cash register. How about cleaning the toilets? That should keep you busy. Yeah, right. Maybe later. About the lunch. Oh, fine choice, sir. No, Kitchen, a lunch special, please. With all the extras, drink, side salad, dessert, and gift. I don't need any of that. Just a moment, please, sir. I was really getting into this. How much is this set lunch then? $20, huh? But with the drink, side salad, and dessert, it's $45? Hey, wait a sec, Maya! Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Here you are, a deluxe fortified lunch set. Whoa! Bon appetit. Thanks? Come on, Nick. Hurry up and try it already. Lobster, huh? Alright, down the hatch it goes. Well, are you hungry, Maya? I'm starving. Here, it's yours. Really? Remember, Maya, my wallet doesn't print money, so you'd better polish off that plate. I just remembered, I've got to clean the toilets. Hey! Can't be in that much of a hurry to clean the toilets. Wow, so it must taste really bad. How does that guy manage to make good food taste so bad? Hey Nick, you want to take a peek at the kitchen? The kitchen, huh? Not a bad idea. Now what was it that Maggie said again? In the kitchen, you'll get to see all of the chef's greatest secrets. In the kitchen? That sounds tasty. Hey, wait up! Maya! What is it? I'm pretty busy right now. Are you going to show me around? There goes my plan to find some cool clue and show it off in your face. I conduct a search in the kitchen myself. And here it is, the famous Tribulations kitchen. It's my first time in here too, actually. There's a weird atmosphere in here, that's for sure. Mr. Armstrong will be back soon, so it's better to search quickly. Chop, chop. Now I know I'm in a French restaurant. I've never heard of most of these seasonings. Hey Nick, this container has oyster sauce. What's that? Isn't that used in Chinese food? Ah! Look! Right there on the counter! My Magatama! What's it doing there? What indeed? What's this? It's like a treasure chest or something. Wow, look at all these little bottles. They're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many. They're overflowing onto the floor. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 98, 99, 100. They're all the same, too. Hey, wait a minute. What is it? There's one bottle that's different from all the others. Well, what do you know? And it doesn't have a label either. And it doesn't smell. So what's that liquid inside then? I wonder. Hey Nick, we should borrow this. I mean, look how many bottles he's got. He won't miss one, will he? Oh. There's a scooter that looks pretty busted. The old guy's not here anymore. Drat, I still have some unanswered questions for him. Scooter, huh? They'll leave it right in the middle of a park like this. The wheel got in the light up busted. Guess it must have been in an accident. It's totally wrecked. Whoa! This is really long. Alright, take a deep breath before I continue. Okay. What am I playing? Hey, what you think he's doing with my bike? No, I was just... He's been messing with my new ride? Is that what she's been doing? New ride? Isn't that kind of an homage? He's gotta pay for this. It wasn't me. I was just possibly. Hey, then who's the one that covered my salad in crap, huh? Ugh, you just gotta pay, you catch my drift? No, wait a sec. I'm not a pigeon, so I couldn't have done it. Oh, wise guy, huh? I had to beat you so hard it feels like you were smooching the express train. Uh-oh. You better watch your back. This ain't over. I'm gonna round up a group of lawyers and then you just gotta pay. Actually, I'm a lawyer myself. What you say? I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Phoenix Wright? You saying you, Phoenix Wright? Yeah, I am. So you a wise guy too, huh? Cause I'm Phoenix Wright, the one and only. What? Out of my way, I got a cruise. So that's the guy that was impersonating Phoenix. He looks nothing like him, apart from the spiky hair, but he looks nothing like him. How the fuck did anyone... Whatever. Surely that guy wasn't my phony, was he? He wasn't anything like me. Guess I better make a note of the scooter. Pathetic. Oh, it's you. A few friends from a little brat like that? And you look like a pigeon that got seeds in his eyes. Have you been here the whole time then? I was in the strawberry. I had some thinking to do. Well, like you had some cowering to do. Are you a regular at that restaurant, sir? It's just that if you dislike it so much, why would you keep going there? Sir? There you are, you filthy pigeons! You want food? Haha, take that! Alright, here we go. We got the Magatama, actually. Ooh, free. I knew it! This old guy's got something to hide, but what could it be? Hey, you're just in time. What is it, Detective Gumshoe? The lab got back to me about that newspaper you gave me. Must be the sports paper with the memory scribbled on it. So, what did they say? Did the analysis turn up anything? They said the doodle was written by the victim, Glenn Elk. No doubt about it. I expected as much. The victim took the paper with him to the restaurant on the day of the murder. That's our best interpretation of the facts at the moment. MC Bomber. Get the feeling I've heard that name somewhere before. Oh well, I guess it'll come back to me. Don't forget to report back to me with whatever you find in that restaurant, okay, pal? And why did I start taking orders from Gumshoe? Although, I get the feeling there's something I need to show him. It's time you told me the truth. Why are you a regular at a restaurant that you dislike so much? Isn't it obvious? People only have one reason to go to the restaurants. To eat. To eat? Is that the whole truth? Well, what do you mean? I don't think you go to that restaurant for the food at all. You insolent brat! How dare you accuse me? What proof have you got? I can tell that you nor anyone else in the world would go to that place for its food. Take that! The proof is in the pudding, or in this case, the lunch menu. That's a twin t-shirt! The food at Tribulations is terrible and expensive. You're wrong. It's cheap. Huh? I'm rich! I inherited money when I was a boy. Yes, I'm stinking rich. I haven't done a jot of work since I was born, other than feeding the pigeons. What a load of crock. It takes another story, but the price, it's nothing to me. So, you're saying that you go there because you got money to burn? Exactly. I have so much cash I go for a swim in my money vault every day. Unfortunately, that's a lie. What? You don't have money to burn, you're flat broke. This is yours, right? My magazine! Why would a rich retiree be looking for a job? I was... so what? So I was looking for a job. I'm buying a lot at the moment. I need spending money. Oh? I don't go to that restaurant for food. I just go for the Javakino. Yeah, I think you mean a cappuccino. Anyway, how much does a cappuccino cost there? $8. Those had better be some golden beans. What's your problem? You think a poor man would be better off drinking dishwater? Do you? Is that it? No, I wasn't thinking that. I was wondering if the coffee there is really that great. No, it's not, but anyway, yes. That place has free newspapers to read every day. Newspapers? Exactly, they don't want me hanging around at home, so I go there. I'm sorry, sir, but there are no free papers to read at Tribulations.
Take that!
Take a look at this. What is it? It's a newspaper I found behind the magazine rack at Tribulations. So, what of it? This was the only paper there, and it's dated more than 1 month ago. What? You see what I'm getting at here? That restaurant doesn't get newspapers. This is just one that a customer happened to leave behind. Tell me, why are you so determined to hide the truth? I'm not hiding anything! I'm going to have to put this guy out of his misery. Listen, the real reason why he goes so much to Tribulations is... the waitresses. Well, what are you asking me about that girl for? She was the waitress at Tribulations. Therefore, the answer to the mystery of why an old man would drink expensive coffee at a terrible restaurant is the waitress. Yeah, but I don't recognize that face. And you were probably telling the truth here. Because you weren't looking... Oh... Can we just lock this guy up instead? But at her outfit! That's the truth, isn't it? You became a regular at the restaurant because of the waitress's uniform. Throwing you in jail, buddy. That uniform is all you can think about, isn't it? I can't take it. To you, that waitress was your... Enough! Please! No more! Stop saying that word! Stop saying waitress! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Sir? Yes, it's true. I was there for the young girl. Fine, so I'm a dirty, wicked, sinful old devil. You don't say. No, I didn't mean it like that. I even got one of those lousy cups of Javakino every time for $8. All because of the serving girl. Punish me, lock me up. Okay. Really, that's not what I'm here for. You'll be the same. Another 20 years and you'll understand what it's like. You'll know how painful it is to be an old man like me. No, really, listen, sir. Stop calling me that! I have a name, you know, boy, so show some respect, I'm Victor Kudo. Sorry, Mr. Kudo. You young ones think you know it all, don't you? Well, I'm not saying another word. I won't tell you anything more. This guy was in the restaurant at the time of the incident. Which means I have to hear his testimony in one way or another. Believe this, I even broke his cyclops and everything. Guess I have to try to get him when he's in a better mood. Oh, it's that old man. Is he still feeding the pigeons? Yeah, he fed me as well. I got a bunch of those seeds in my eyes. Ooh, ouch. Hey, Maya, would you mind coming with me for a while? Huh? Me? Why? There's something I really want to ask that old man. Sure, okay, I'll just get changed. No, hang on. Can you go like that? I guess. Sir? You again? Well, I see. Nick, his eyes are burning into me. It's okay, I think it's going pretty well. Huh? You're still just a little child. Run along and play on the slide, alright? But play on the slide? We were so close. Just a little more and he would have spilled. How can we crack this guy? Excuse me, please, sir? Quiet! Can't you see I'm feeding the... pitch? Oh my god. Oh dear. Mia! Well... if you don't mind, sir, I'd really love to talk with you. Yes. Of course, certainly. I'm Victor Kudo. Even from beyond the grave. Wow. Okay, we're just gonna ignore that. Let's talk about the incident. You mean the man who died after drinking the Jaffaquino? It's like he's a different person. It was quite a shock, even for me. It was a strange-looking boy. The girl took the Jaffaquino over to him, you see? And was the customer alone? Definitely! He was the only person at the table. And he took one sip of his Jaffaquino and he said something like, "Ah," and then collapsed, dead. Oh, how terrifying. You're so good at listening, aren't you? I'll tell you anything, whatever. Oh boy. Whatever you want to know. Certainly seems to be telling the truth now. It looks like Mr. Kudo didn't see this other man either. Do you like the food at Tribulations? Well, of course. I'm really quite a sophisticated man. I was a young businessman once, you know. I set up a casino in London. Really? How interesting. Eating the food at the restaurant really takes me back to my days in France. What a lovely story. London's in England, not France. Oh, yes. France is wonderful. I'd love to show you around the city sometime. It's too much. I can't take it. I want France. Can't believe Mia's laughing at the guy. You visit Tribulations a lot, don't you? Of course, I mean, yes! I'd like to come and see you there. Really? Oh, you flatter me so. The owner would be delighted to welcome you, I'm sure. I bet inside Mia's head, she's probably like, why the fuck am I doing this? Be careful of that chef, my dear. Oh? The chef? You mean Mr. Armstrong? That's right. The man's an ex-con. He's an ex-con? Whatever did Mr. Armstrong do? Oh, no. Those eyes. I can't take this. He has really got this guy eating out of her hand. He steals things from his customers. From his customers? Gloves, handkerchiefs, little things mainly. He's a pilferer, so you be careful around him, my dear. Are you sure about this? Of course! He was arrested for it once. I was there when it happened, having my Jaffaquino. He really is a regular. Let me write you a little haiku about it. A haiku? A Japanese poem. I'll explain all you need to know about that chef. Convicted before, a wicked man or woman, repeat offender. If he takes anything again, you let me know. If it's not too expensive, I'll buy you a replacement. Poor guy, he couldn't do enough for Mia. Okay, Phoenix. That's about as much as I can do to help. Thanks, Mia. I got some really important information thanks to you. Honestly, I can't believe Maya called me for something like this. You got one of those aroma bottles too, huh? Only this one doesn't smell. Huh? I don't get you. This was mixed in with all the other aromatherapy bottles, but it's not the same. It doesn't even look the same, wouldn't you agree? A cologne bottle that doesn't smell, huh? Smells like a skunk to me, pal. Mind letting me borrow that bottle for a while? I want to send it to the lab for analysis. The victim was poisoned, so the contents of this bottle are pretty important. I had a hunch there was something funny about that chef. You suspect John Armstrong? I got that guy's number. I know what his secret is. That must be the same secret Gumshoe was talking about before. I guess I better fill you in on the details. About this Armstrong's guy's secret, I mean. Oh. So what's Miss Armstrong's secret? Ever watch a Tribune, pal? Yes, unfortunately. So how was it? To put it nicely, it was inedible. Hey, don't worry about being nice around me, pal. You and I both know the reason that place is so empty is because of the food. I mean, the place is clean, and he's got a girl like Maggie as a waitress, so... yeah, I guess it's probably the food. The real scoop on the guy is he's up to his ears in debt. Really? How much does he owe? This is a copy of his loan contract. He's about $500,000 in the red. $500,000? Are we talking dollars? Hey, if it was Sterling, he'd really be in trouble. Sorry, that figure just took me by surprise. Yeah, this case is full of surprises. And I'd be willing to bet that Chef's got something to do with most of them. That's my hunch. Guess it's about time to wrap up today's investigation. Had enough of being a waitress? Yeah, plus no one came to the restaurant. Oh la la, mademoiselle, no, how can you leave me like this? I'm sorry. That reminds me. Mr. Armstrong had a cyclock for free, didn't he? You're gonna have to break those. Mr. Armstrong? Maybe you won't mind, but I'd like to have another word with you. Oh, dears, of course.
Take that!
What is happening? I do not like this horrible feeling. I have to know the truth. What happened that day? Hello, I will confess everything. Just don't hurt me. Huh? Oh, that was a new world record. It was a lottery ticket. A lottery ticket? A man who died had a lottery ticket. For $500,000. For $500,000? Oui, but after the incident, this ticket... It disappeared. The ticket disappeared? This was the motive that the prosecution gave him Maggie. They says that she poisoned the man to get the $500,000 lottery ticket. Why didn't you tell me about this sooner? My hello. I've been trying to hide this information about the lottery ticket from me. And I want to know the reason why. No, monsieur, you doubt me? But I have confessed to you everything I know. Mr. Armstrong, $500,000 lottery ticket. I think I know who took it. I think the winning ticket was stolen by this person. I think it was you.
Take that!
Mr. Armstrong, I believe there is a very high probability that it was you. Ah! Wow, that is one piercing scream, even for a man like him. My pourquoi moi? Why you have no evidence? I am not Master Mass. I am not the kind of person who steals the property of others. Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Armstrong, but I have evidence to the contrary. I present to you proof that you have stolen from others in the past. The haiku.
Take that!
What is this, a poem? Oh, monsieur, you know me so well. I adore poems. Please read it, and put some feeling into it. Convicted before, a wicked man or woman, repeat offender. Sorry to have to bring it up, Mr. Armstrong, but you have been arrested for stealing from your customers before, haven't you? Mon Dieu, a mensonge! You are a liar! You deny it? Do not make la false accusations, s'il vous plaît. So do you have any proof? I want to see the control proof that I have ever stolen from one of my customers. It seems old habits die hard, Mr. Armstrong. But what is that? This is my Magatama. And I found it in your kitchen. Noon! Wow, that scream just about broke some windows. Oui. I have a weakness for la little trinkets and la figurines. And it just slips out. I cannot stop it. You've stolen handkerchiefs, gloves, and other things from your customers, right? Oui. Is this la touffe? And there's a timid little girl inside, monsieur. A timid little girl. Besides, this time it was not a small trinket, oui? It was $500,000. My nun, why would I steal it? I have no need for such money. Really now? Oh, monsieur, what is it? Isn't it true that you're in some pretty serious trouble? And that you're in desperate need of a large amount of cash? This restaurant is deep in the red, isn't it? You have a loan to the tune of $500,000. Strong, what do you have to say for yourself now? Mr. Armstrong. He said that the victim had a winning lottery ticket for $500,000. How did he know he had something like that in the first place? The man, he was listening to the radio with his earpiece. Maggie said something about that too. The winning number was announced on the news, I think. All of a sudden, he exploded. Yes, $500,000! He shouted. And the ticket? He had all of his tickets spread out on the table. I was so desperately in need of money, so I put the poison in his coffee? No! Oh, no, you're not a man. I simply helped myself to one of his tickets. What? The victim collapsed and Maggie passed out. I thought to myself, pourquoi pas? He had so many of them. Yeah, but only one of them was the winning ticket, right? How could you do that, Mr. Armstrong? Maggie was arrested because of you. No, this is not true. I did not take it. Not take it for $500,000, I mean. But you just told us you did. You said you took a ticket. My field. It was not. That's enough. Huh? Ah! Oh, it's Godo. Mr. Godo! What in the heck are you doing here? Ugh. This is without a doubt the worst coffee I've ever tasted, Mr. Armstrong. You came in here for coffee? Was this craving for coffee no bounds? Perhaps Mr. Armstrong stole one of the victim's tickets on the day in question. Well, I had none. Just a pretty little girl who everyone is laughing at. But in that case, Maggie shouldn't be the only one under suspicion. You had the wrong ticket. What? Mr. Armstrong made off with the winning ticket's pretty neighbor. So, the ticket he took was worthless? Not quite. He did win something. $1. You see, I just a pretty face. Was that mean looks? I had nothing. So, what happened to the winning ticket then? The one he meant to steal? Indeed, what did happen to it? I don't like spoiling myself by watching trailers, so we'll just wait and see how the movie turns out tomorrow, won't we? Well, you too. Time to laugh at the pretty little airhead. Looks like I won't be needing this note anymore. So we got a new mystery now. Namely, where did the winning ticket go? I have a bad feeling about this. Well, anyway. Can't let Maggie suffer any longer for this, and certainly not again. Well, anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for the video today. This is a really weird case, but we'll be continuing it next week. But in the meantime, if you guys like this video, please sure to give it a like and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future. Until then, take care and goodbye.